Well, hello everyone. My name is Angel Munoz, and I am the founder and CEO of Munoz and the founder of Gaming Tribe. And today with me on our first show, we have three gentlemen. The first one to your left, are they seeing this exactly the same way as we are?
They're seeing my browser just the way it is.
Okay, so
So
so on so there's Tim. So Tim is a community volunteer, and he is a member of the Gaming Tribe community. He's helping us. He's helping me co-host, and he is also managing the technology side of things. So you'll see him, pushing buttons and all that as we talk. And then also with us is Brent Berry. Brent is
Hey,
the managing director, the
I
head.
run I run the marketing group for gaming at Logitech.
What is the title?
I'm the head of marketing for
The head
Logitech
of
G.
marketing. Okay,
Yeah.
the head of marketing for Logitech G. And then we have also Tom Mustaine. He's the CEO for Escalation Studios. Escalation Studios recently joined our community, and Tom has been a member of the community, I think, from the start, right,
Oh
Tom?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. From the very beginning.
Thanks. So
Excellent.
anyway, this is a unique format. We're using our own proprietary software. The chat software is peer to peer, so we are all connected to each other's computers. And then what Tim is doing, Tim Rhyne, by the way, I forgot to mention your last name, Tim. Tim Rhyne is doing there is he is streaming the product of that to Twitch. So, and it's also streaming. If you can see it on Twitch, or you can go to our page. By the way, for those of you that are on, I hang around because Brent is going to be offering a few mice, and he'll tell you the details about that in a little while. So let's start with Brent. Hi, Brent. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Going
Thanks for
really
having
well.
me.
Yes, thank you for joining us. So, Brent, this is more of a conversation format. So, I just wanted to thank you first of all for your vision. First at AMD, we'll talk about that in a little bit, and now at Logitech, and for you becoming the lead top global sponsor for Gaming Tribe.
It's
And you
fun.
and you and I are meeting soon. I'm actually heading over to the headquarters to meet you and your wife and everybody out there at Logitech. So I'm excited about that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
tell us a little bit about you. So you started at AMD. That's where I met you.
Yeah, yeah. So, I guess I kind of started in the gaming world at Sega back in the Dreamcast days. Um, I decided it was time to go home to Texas and went to AMD and worked in the kind of the gaming groups or in the high end product groups at AMD for about 14 years. At the time that I first jumped into AMD was around the time that Angel was kicking off all of everything, the CPL and the Cyber Amateur League and all of those. And so I guess we met Angel, me cruising around CPL trying to figure out how to get a foot in the door for AMD and in the process, but becoming friends with you.
hmm And you left AMD when?
About a year and a half ago. I've been at Logitech now for about a year and a half. So I made my way back to California, and was really excited to be joining. The idea of being a part of such an important brand in gaming that was going through this total revitalization that I got to be a part of really changing us back into a gaming focused group, starting to really build out products that are just amazing, awesome. Gaming products, that bring all the quality that everybody expects from Logitech, but also brings really a new level of engineering, science, and craftsmanship to gaming products. And just being a part of that has been super fun. It's been one of the funnest years and a half of my life.
That's great. And Tom, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure.
You and I met way back when the early days of the Cyber Athlete Professional League. You were actually one of our first gamers that you actually gamed at the first CPL event. So the
Yeah.
first esports event back in October of 1997, if I recall.
That's right. I think I was one of the first, 15 or 20 cyber athletes, and
12.
12.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Uh-huh.
And I was definitely not as good as those other guys. So
Yeah.
I went
You
back
played under you
making
played under the
games.
name Paradox.
That's right.
If I
That's
recall.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. So I actually back then played a lot of Quake, and at the same time was working on Quake. I started basically my role in this industry started with Ritual Entertainment in '96, and we worked on a whole lot of stuff. Worked on Sin, heavy metal. Worked on a Counter-Strike game or two. Started gathering of developers, which put out Max Payne, Rune, a whole number of other games, Tropico. So we were part of that company as well. And then I was going to take a break in 2006 to take a year off and relax for a bit. And I lasted 2 weeks and started Escalation Studios, which is where I'm at now. And we're coming up on our 9th year working at Escalation. So it's I'm a serial game developer. I'm proud to admit it.
Sounds like a disease.
It is. Yeah, it could be. It could be diagnosed.
And Tim, tell us a little bit about how you joined the community.
All right, so I'm probably one of the few community members who are not here because of A, either joining up because of the ecosystem, or B, the giveaways, which are amazing. I actually found a Forbes interview because I'm very business minded, and I sit there and saw your interview with a guy through Forbes about Mass Luminosity and this vision that you had for Gaming Tribe. And that was April of 2013. So that's how I found it. And then I turned around, and later in August, I emailed Alex Anderson there, the community manager. I was like, hey, man, I was seeking an internship, actually, and I still have this email. And I can totally, Alex, the other day, he spoke very highly of it, saying, Angel, you were on the call with us, something about it was the most well thing that he ever read. And then I turned around and ended up becoming a community volunteer in August of 2013, and I've been here ever since. So,
Well, I appreciate that. Anyway, all right, so let's get to the fun stuff. So let's start, Brent, with you. I'm going to ask a couple questions. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Twitch is asking about the cat. Oh boy. His name is Jeff. He's our one-eyed cat that we there he goes that we adopted, and he loves to interfere with gaming. So and streaming, obviously.
Yeah, he made it to. He's been viewed all over the world.
Good stuff.
We have people from all over the world connected right now. So let's start with Brent. Brent, tell us a little bit about. So you joined Gaming Tribe in the early days when I started it. You and I met before I even launched it.
Right.
And now you guys are. You're very committed to the ecosystem. Tell us a little bit about. Honestly, I'm not searching for compliments here. We're not fishing for compliments. Tell us honestly, what is it that you see that's different about the ecosystem on Gaming Tribe versus Facebook and all the others?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's okay. Even in the time, before joining Logitech, working with, first working with Mass Luminosity, it was just a good way to get the word out. It was a good way to connect with the community. There were some fun giveaways and things that we could do. But it was pretty straightforward, right? It was, connecting to gamers and doing some giveaways, and that was fun. Then we started talking about your vision for something deeper and something better, which I thought was awesome because I love connecting with gamers and connecting with communities through social. But there's something so inauthentic about most of it that I don't really want to be a part of the inauthentic side of marketing. That's not the fun stuff to me. And so the whole idea around Gaming Tribe and getting to be a part of a community and just provide support for it and continue to engage, it's exactly where we wanted to be. And so we've been for a while now trying to figure out what's the best way to engage with the community. So I mean, the community's feedback to us is always great because we just want to we want to engage and we want to do that in a real way. To me, that was the kind of exciting things. When I left AMD and I came to Logitech, which I totally miss my time at AMD, absolutely wonderful. Growing with that company and seeing so many changes over the years. But as soon as I came to Logitech, I knew that number one, that I wanted to be engaged with this community, and that I wanted to be a part of the overall vision. It's, I think it's an exciting community to be around.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Tom. And you just recently joined with Escalation Studios. Tell us about your experience and your vision. Again, not fishing for compliments. Just be honest.
Yeah. So I've been interacting with the gamers directly for many, many years. I obviously come from that world, and it's especially PC gamers. They're a tough audience to please, and they've got a filter that definitely sees through all of the marketing speak and all the kind of stuff that we try. Hey, we got a cool game or we got a cool product. They're like, yeah, okay, whenever you show it to me, then we'll talk about it. It's very, very difficult in the history of working in games for myself and anecdotally to get the kind of access that we have with Gaming Tribe, and it's really blown my mind. Like, everybody is so engaged, and we've tried. We're a small company. We don't have a marketing department. It's just a few of us developers who take the time. And in good Lord, we joined on September 10th, and in under a week we had 56,000 fans, and everybody was contributing and commenting and posting, and we've had some cool stuff happen over the last couple of weeks with developments that we've been working on, and basically the community is just engaged with everything we put out there, and it's been astonishing. And it's great to be part of something like that, and to see this audience, and to be able to directly communicate with them and say, here's what we got going on, and not have to wrap it in a bunch of what I would consider to be stuff that they have to then sift through. We just basically say, here's what's out there, and these guys, everyone consumes it, and they enjoy it to communicate back with us, and we're back and forth, and it's just a direct audience that I've never seen before in this business, and it's been totally mind-blowing.
I appreciate that. Brent, why do you think that is? What is the DNA that you think sparks this difference that you can clearly see even in your own interactions with the community, even as a brand, as the Logitech brand?
I mean, the community seems really open and really eager and excited to talk about games. I mean, I think the cool thing about Gaming Tribe is other social media, it's all mixed up, and sometimes that's fun and it's cool. But me as a gamer myself and with others, I think gamers like to be a part of that community. I've always, I came, gaming in a time when if you were a real gamer, you self-identified as a gamer. Like somebody who might say I'm a skater or I'm a runner. You identified as a gamer, and gaming is so common. Everybody does it today, so you don't really hear as much people just saying that they're a gamer. But this community, I still feel like, has that spirit of people that are just really proud and excited to be a part of the world of gaming. It's that kind of old spirit that I've always loved. It's the kind of feels almost like going to a LAN event and talking to people. It feels like, just I don't know, a real authentic kind of a community. It's I don't know, I like checking it out. I like seeing the people that want to engage with us. It's it's obvious that people just want to talk.
Do you agree, Tom?
Absolutely. You mentioned like feels like going to a LAN party. That I totally agree. There's numerous times over the years. The old CPL events, for example, were basically big LAN parties, and it was one of the many times we got to directly talk to people. And it's, nowadays it's a little less common to see big LAN parties and big groups of folks get together and have the kind of, like, here's a bunch of people that actually want to talk about games, family members and friends. A lot of them are into other things, and I've got my little group of gamer friends I've had for years, and we've kind of moved around. And going to a LAN party or jumping on Gaming Tribe, I know that I can just be like, hey, I was playing CSGO last night and got totally annihilated, and here's a screenshot, and everybody digs on that, and that's not something I can put anywhere else and have anybody understand it. So that is that's a freeing and amazing thing for at least for me, and I imagine for many others.
Mm-hmm. And Tim, you as a gamer, and you came as a business person, but as a gamer, you found a community. Now, you've stayed engaged on your own for as long as you've been around Gaming Tribe. So you're finding something in the community too. And you have a lot of friends, and you're interacting I would say even more than Brent or Tom. So tell us a little bit about your experiences on Gaming Tribe.
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. So the big thing that I love about the world and the tool that is the internet is just the connectivity that you can have anywhere in the world. And Gaming Tribe does that with my passion of gaming. That's just it. And I came in here with kind of, oh, let me see what this startup company is doing and massive Luminosity, because that was my major. My major was entrepreneurship in college. So I loved the business aspect, and then I came in. I was like, okay, I see an opportunity to gain some like customer service experience and interact. And even when we didn't even have Gaming Tribe as the site, we were still on the Facebook page. We were still able to do that. We were still able to help out and engage each other inside of the community. And then on top of that, I got to meet a lot of awesome people. I'll just go ahead and throw Ben Munoz out there. He and I got to run Battlefield 4 game nights, community gaming nights, way back in the day. And he was running the UK side, and I was running the US side. We worked together to run. As soon as the UK side ended, I would jump on. So like if the party just kept going. We tried to stream it. My computer at the time couldn't handle it. While playing Battlefield 4, my computer kept overheating and found out my aftermarket cooler burned out.
Oh man.
And then and even now it's I came through. I did Gaming Tribe Insider for a little while. It was 38 episodes, almost weekly, just over the span of 44 weeks. So that was an incredible experience, and I got to meet some awesome people that way. Angel, I had the pleasure of being the first person to ever give you a live interview. I don't think you would ever even be on Twitch if I take credit in that fact that I don't think you would ever even put your face on. Oh, whoa! Who'd we lose? They lost me. All right, guys. So the people who are watching the stream, you may have noticed that the call has gone out. So this is a really interesting fact, and this was known to be a possibility. So we're going to get everyone back on, and this is what we wanted you guys. This is what we wanted you, to see. We wanted to, if anything happened, we wanted you guys to be able to experience this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close out, refresh, and get back in that call. Call me back when ready. So look at this. Okay, this is how the calls work. Looks like we're going to restructure the call from the ground up. All right. I've got you, Angel. And this is great. We wanted this to happen at some point, right?
Yeah, no, very strange. So we lost the other two guys too?
Yeah, and you'll be able to see in the video afterwards exactly what happened on my end from a visual standpoint.
Yeah.
But
the power just went out for Brent Berry. That's what did it.
Oh, okay.
So he couldn't. Yeah.
Okay.
He couldn't. Yeah, that's what did it. So he when his power went out. He obviously that's a hard disconnect, and the server just dropped us all. So there you go. The technology is working. We should definitely program around that. So
yeah, let's figure out how to fix power outages in the world.
Or at least for us not to suffer when there is.
Let's see, if the power goes out here, my internet would die, but my computer won't because I'm on an APC backup. So
yeah, same here.
But
I'm on a laptop with a battery. So we are calling Tom, so everybody can see how this works. And if it works, he will respond. There he is, and there's Tom. Tom.
Hello.
Brent Berry had a power out, so he lost power.
Oh man.
So he is reconnecting.
I just want to go ahead and say this for Brent Berry, for the people who are watching. He's actually streaming from their esports room.
Right.
So you could totally imagine how that may come into play later. I'm just going to go ahead and tease that out there. How the ecosystem could later connect to something along those lines for the people who are interested in that. I know for a fact Kafir's watching, and he's a huge Dota 2 player. So
Kafir, and by the way, Kafir lives in Israel. So.
Yeah.
All right. So while Brent reconnects, since he lost power over there in Logitech esports room, Oh, he's back. Hold on. Let's try it. Let's try real fast.
That's when he's supposed to whip out his mobile and reconnect instantly. Come on.
Yeah.
RWD.
1 second, guys.
I'm still curious as to what caused the power outage. He's in California. They have another earthquake.
I hope not.
Yeah,
So.
When we lose power at our building, it's usually something ridiculously bad, like the AC unit exploded upstairs or something like that, and we're down for the whole day. So I'm hoping it's nothing crazy like that.
Right.
We've had that happen a couple times at the big buildings, and they're never fun. Losing juice.
There he goes. So,
Nice.
Yay! He's back. All right. So.
So yeah, I don't have audio again, but I'm here.
We can still hear you, so
We can hear you.
we're good.
Can't hear. All right.
Getting there.
Can you hear us?
Sorry.
No, he
He
can't.
can't hear us, but we can hear him. So, where's the button that allows me to instantly just mute him, so he can't be like.
Let's see.
I know. You're not making any changes. It's working. Tior's like screaming at me for throwing out a suggestion.
Theodore is probably stressing out seeing this happen.
Okay.
Can you hear us, Brent?
Can you hear us now?
No.
Nope. Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna have.
Somebody's asking what headset that Barry has.
It's the same one I have. It's the same one I have. I'll explain it in 1 second.
as well as
explain.
Tom. So, Tom.
No,
you can-
Tom has a different. Tom has a different one.
Yes. Got it.
Nice.
Oh wow, great.
Little tech support, right? Yeah.
Well, so I don't mean to interrupt, but we've built this like new esports practice area, and I thought that by coming in here that I would like get away from everything so I could, just talk. And we were having power issues, and because I didn't move for 30 minutes, it just shut everything off.
Oh, so you got to
So-
wave your hands.
Oh man.
Yeah. So we still have to troubleshoot the room, but
Oh, that's great.
That is
California, right? If you don't move in the room, everything shuts off.
That's a gamer problem and a developer problem. We have that all the time. Yeah, we gotta like wave to turn the things back on.
Tom, you find all your dead bodies in dark rooms.
It happens.
Anyway, well, all right. So let's get down to other, because we're running out of time, and I still want to make the schedule. There a couple of people are asking about the headset that you and I have on. You and I have the same headset.
Yeah.
You gave me this one. Let's talk about it a little bit.
I did. Yeah, so it's the latest headset we just released. It's the Logitech G633 Artemis Spectrum. It's got all the cool gamer things. It's got
Yeah.
until I pull it back down, but it makes it really easy. We have there are side plates which you can actually remove, and so we'll be making custom side plates so you can customize everything. They're super lightweight, super comfortable. But those are like those are some of the best things. The cool thing about this, and Angel, you were talking about it, commenting also, the real focus for us was audio quality. So instead of using a typical pressed Mylar driver, we actually used a woven driver it's a Logitech patent pending technology. But the cool thing about that is you don't get as much distortion. Most gaming headsets, not all of them, but most of them are pretty shabby. They give you lots of bass, but not a whole lot of range. And we did everything we could so you could actually have really good dynamic range. We've heard from a lot of people, if you look at the reviews, the sound quality is amazing. But we also announced another version. This is a wired version, but we announced another one that's a wireless. That'll be coming very soon. It's heading to stores right now. But so, no, it's a gaming headset. And again, the thing that we tried to bring was, what's the main thing missing for gaming headsets? And we think it's audio quality. You shouldn't have to have a bad sounding headset just because you are a gamer. That makes no sense.
Yeah, I can attest to that. I can easily say, and I've had, I can't imagine, I can't even put a number how many high-end headsets, but from all different brands in gaming and outside of gaming. And I can say this is among the best sounding headsets. It sounds great in games. It sounds great now. Your voice sounds very natural as as I remember it. That's one of the things that you kind of lose in this type of communication where the voice gets slightly distorted. So
Right.
your voice to me sounds exactly how I know your voice sounds. And then the other thing about it is that it does great in music. It does great in movies. It does, I mean, it's just across the board, the full spectrum of ways that you can use this headset. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
So you guys
It's
have done a
also-
great job. I'm really proud
Thanks.
of representing
Yeah.
these and telling people about it because I really do like them a lot.
Well, we did one other thing that nobody else does, which was instead of just like making our own surround sound, which there are experts out there, or just choosing between Dolby or DTS, or we actually incorporated Dolby 7.1 and DTS Headphone X, which are our two top end technologies. So our
Right.
audio engineers working with them to make sure that we have a really good implementation. The cool thing about it is you can, like with DTS, if you know the way their technology works, they recreate audio rooms. So like, for example, Tom's audio engineer could have his own special setup, and when he makes a video game, he's making it with his equipment. And one of those cool things that DTS does is it lets you recreate the room. So you hear it the same way that the audio engineer heard it when they created it.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's gonna feel, as far as sound wise, the sound is gonna feel exactly what the audio engineer had in mind for that particular room when you're in there.
We have to have a profile, a
Right,
couple
right.
caveats.
Right.
An audio engineer can build a profile for Headphone X, and then we can use that profile, and you get this amazing audio quality. Beyond that, I mean, surround sound is super fun in games. It's it adds to the experience.
Mm-hmm. Tom, tell us a little bit about what you guys are going to be. You joined the community. There is a few things we haven't announced yet, but why don't you give a couple of hints of? We did deliver on a piece of software that you were waiting for.
Yes.
You saw
I don't know
that.
I don't know if we're ready to talk about that yet, but
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about it, but hints,
yeah.
just little hints.
So Angel and the GT crew and us have been working together on and off for quite a while. And one of the things that Escalation does as a developer, so we develop a lot of different products. We build stuff for other people. We build stuff for ourselves, and we do a lot of back-end technologies. And so we've worked vigorously over the last year or so to share information and talk about what kind of things would benefit gamers for Gaming Tribe, and we think we've got something very cool coming up that we'll be experimenting with soon that will keep the audience pretty excited, and it makes me very excited because it's something that the game community as a whole desperately needs. So I think that it's going to be cool to be part of something like that. And similar to Gaming Tribe, being part of something special like that is exciting. So hopefully we'll be able to announce something in the near future. But beyond that, our company's working on a number of cool things right now. We announced we're the group behind the Snap Map component of Doom. We're working on that right now, and we just recently put out a new mode for Team Fortress through Bad Robot and Valve. We actually working with those guys directly to put on a mode called Pastime. So we've been pretty busy on some new cool PC stuff, and then we've got our own mobile MMO that we built called Eternal Fate, and so we're working on, stuff that's big and awesome and very, very cool and very widespread, and then our own little tiny little cool little spectrum of the world, and then we also have a number of new things coming down the line. So I'm hoping to announce that along with some of the stuff that Angel and I are alluding to right now. So very cool.
Right. Well, I mean, it's. I think I really need to repeat what Brent said, which is, I came onto gaming, and you and I met at the time that I was sort of a bit new to gaming, Tom. But I came onto gaming after being an investment banker for 10 years or 11 years, whatever it was. And then, there was something it was a perfect time to become a gamer because Doom had just been released, and I was in Dallas, which is where this all happened, and I found myself surrounded by people like you, Tom, and so many other people that were proud to be gamers, which is what you said, Brent. That we come from an era where gaming was a thing of pride, and that's what we want to do at Gaming Tribe. We want people to be proud again, and gamers to be proud to be PC gamers. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to hide it. You don't have to do anything like that. So I know we're at 3:30, but we're going to do 3 more minutes because of the time that we lost. I got a timer going on. Tim. I'm ahead of you on this one. Tim, thank you so much. But I got this timer right in front of me that's going on. I added 3 minutes due to the downtime. So anyway, but this is exactly what this community is about. It's about pride. And what we want to do, I will say this without hinting too much, that what we want to do is we want to recognize and bring that recognition and that pride to the audience, no matter what they're doing online. If they're gaming, if they're G-tribers, they should be there. It's an extra. I want it to be an extra sort of level of pride for them, and for them to get recognition and to get really great experiences just because they're members of our community. So, and that's. I don't think it's ever been done, right, Tom? I don't think the things that we're talking about have never been done before.
Not that I'm aware of, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We're on the cutting edge here.
That's right.
So, okay, so final words, because we have only a couple minutes. We give you the floor, Brent. Talk to us. Impart some wisdom.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, really, I just want to thank everybody that's on Gaming Tribe and kind of keeps up with us and interacts with us. And I mean, definitely let us know what it is you're looking for. What do you want from us? Because we'd love to engage and get you guys the information that you want, or I mean, really whatever. Just let us know. But I really appreciate you guys being there.
Yeah, and if to the audience, if you go to the Logitech page on Gaming Tribe, there is a little button that you can press. It's an envelope, and you can send them messages directly to the page. And then they have a person that actually is responsible to read those and interact. And also, friend Brent. You can friend them directly if you want to talk to him, or Tom for that matter, or any of us, and myself included. And we'll take it from there. So we're going to take one Q&A. I see Kafir we're going to take one Q&A before we end. So, and then we'll end the call. So Kafir just asked me if we can do a Q&A. So do you have anything, Tim?
Honestly, most of the questions I've been addressing as they come up. Okay. I saw a couple of the community members addressing as well. They were asking about some of the certifications for the Logitech headsets and things like that. And for the most part, I think all the questions are currently covered, with the exception of Logitech. So Brent, these are somewhat for you. The G29 and the G920. There's kind of a 2-part question. The G29 is advertised for PS3, PS4, and Kafir's been seeing people use it on PC as well. Basically, he's just asking, is that what it's meant to be? Is it meant to be that way?
It is. It works. It works perfectly fine on PC. When you have a console wheel, or when you work with the console manufacturers, there's things about their licensing that they would prefer us to do or not do. But the wheel works perfectly fine on PC. We advertise our Xbox G920 wheel as Xbox and PC, and the G29 as PlayStation 4. But if you look up on most retailers, they'll mention that it does work with PC as well. It's full compatibility. We support it.
And then the kind of second half of that question was, does the G920 add anything to PC usage that the G29 lacks? And he's also kind of just throwing it in there. Are you ever going to offer a non-leather version of the steering wheel?
Probably not, but let me take the I can't talk about unreleased product and all of that, but probably not. We're really proud of the leather stitching and the design and the materials of the wheel itself. But the big difference between the G29 and the G920 are the button layout and some other design concerns and requirements from either Microsoft or PlayStation as we worked with them to design the wheels. But really, it's to me, it's a preference of layouts.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
That solves the one question, right?
All
not
right.
unless someone has something for Tom, but I would like to kind of close out by just explaining what we're going to plan on doing for this type of event moving forward. If you want to address that, Angel, and I'll look for a question for Escalation Studios.
Let me interject something. So, okay, everyone that's listening to this and watching, Massive Munoz has a post on Gaming Tribe that says live chat. If you're interested in one of the 4 G303s, talk to us just very briefly about the 303s.
Yeah, so the G303, it's the mouse I'm using right now. It's an RGB mouse. It is a very small, compact shape, really light. It has a button feel that's pretty incredible. We have a spring tensioning system in it, so you get really, really fast clicks. And it also features the best sensor, the best mouse sensor available on the market today. And so it's a really high-end, we call it a performance mouse.
And
just 'cause it has
it retails for how much, Brent?
I'm not sure what the current retail price is. Actually, I didn't check
Okay,
beforehand, but it's
but we're going to give away 4 of them, correct?
$69.99, I believe.
Okay, so $70, and we're giving away 4 of them. Here's what you need to do if you want to try to win. Just post on the one that says live chat, not any other one, and post why should we give you that mouse. Just a quick post, and then later on, I'll send Brent. We'll pick the best answers, and we'll read them all and pick some of the greatest answers, and then we'll send Brent the names, and then they'll ship you your G303 mouse. Okay, and what we're doing moving forward is in a few weeks we're going to be also doing the same format but with AMD this time, Tim. So we'll have AMD to Peter Ross and someone else that I can't remember his name on the show, and they will be talking about their new technologies, the changes at AMD. Sort of, it's a great opportunity for us to get an inside story on what's really happening at AMD these days, since they've been all over the news. So I'm looking forward to having that chat with them. They're also one of our main sponsors. Definitely now they hesitated, and Brent took the lead sponsorship. So Logitech is the top sponsor, and then underneath Logitech it's AMD, and then followed by Psionic, which is a new company. We're also going to, on a future show, we're also going to have people from Psionic on talking about what their involvement is and what they see about our community. And I see another one of your cats behind you, Tom.
Oh, it's probable. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple in here.
So with that, we end. I could see some stress there for Tim. He wants to keep this to what we promised. And goodbye, everybody. Thank you for joining. You guys don't need to hang up because all he'll do is he'll mute it on Twitch. And thank you so much, Tim, for all of the hard work you put into this to make sure that.
All right, you guys. I appreciate
Yeah,
everyone who's currently tuned in. There's about 61 of you guys, so be sure to tune in the next time you see this. Keep an eye on GT. And continue to game on, guys.